Welcome back to Two Shit Blokes Summer Sesh, part 2 of our so-called highlights, better known as the lowlights of Season 1. If you survived part 1, well done. You're clearly better than me. Putting this together wasn't easy. Listening to Jason's voice for hours was absolute torture. But I powered through to bring you some of the dumbest, funniest and most questionable moments from our first season. So kick back, enjoy Summer Sesh, the lowlifes from Season 1, Part 2.
You said no, it was a balking penalty, and you were adamant, and you were at me.
I wasn't at you.
I felt threatened. And I've since watched the game. And I've watched.
So you did some research for the first
time
in your life.
And what do you think I found, Dave?
I was right. Again.
I found that you were wrong.
Oh, that's not right.
I've even recorded it. Would you like to watch it right now?
No, thank you.
I didn't think so. So it was a knock-on. So, Dave, again, the producing is really starting to be noticed. All I want is professionalism. And if you can't do that, again, there's a queue of people waiting to come up. So, and it's very hard to take you seriously when you're wearing headphones. It does.
I really love my headphones. They're on fire.
You got a headset for Father's Day, and he looks like the special kid from Something About Mary. It's quite disturbing.
My hair isn't sticking up.
Have you seen my baseball? Cleary was brilliant.
Oh, so was Kyle.
Why? He's just a dick.
Scored a try, mate. He's on fire.
He scored a try. Wow. Is that the benchmark?
It is for Kyle.
Mate, look. Okay.
Yeah.
Paraphrase.
Mm-hmm.
This is a first grade rugby league team that is paid very well, and he's saying that I've been training him really hard for 8 weeks. So
Jason, they were tired.
Shut up.
Sorry.
I'm so angry.
Yep.
And then
I am enjoying you being so angry.
And then he concedes something that we've been saying for. If you're a Tigers fan, you will say this for the last 20 years. We are not an 80-minute football team. So he conceded that and said, we play 55, we play 65, we play 40 minutes. What is your job then as a coach? What is it? If you know this, in round 27, you come out and say this, then what have you done all year to fix this?
Well, he's done nothing.
He is a failure as a coach. They are a team of losers in the sense that they accept this now. They've got premiership winning players on there that now have this mentality. So moving forward for the Tigers, I was very hopeful last week after how they performed against Canberra and how they performed against the Cowboys, because they faded out of the Cowboys game for 5 minutes and had 3 tries put on them. So it shows you it's a pattern of behaviour that is ingrained in this team that this coach, this management cannot address. This is a team of failures that will continue to poorly perform for years to come unless there is drastic change within this organisation. And it all will start with getting a coach in there that can get them fit and ready and start raising standards that will be actually impressed on this team, that they will accept. Because I've had enough. What I saw on Saturday was so... It's just unacceptable. You get to a point where you go, they were playing the Gold Coast Titans, and they made the Titans look like Penrith from last year.
Who were running last.
Yes. And you watch some of the tries they scored. If Alex Seyfarth and Alex Twal are playing first grade next year, there will be no improvement in this team. If they don't run with a second hooker next year, there will be no improvement because Appy can't play. And I don't necessarily blame Appy. Like 80 minutes for a hooker these days is very hard, and you don't see many teams play 80 minutes with a hooker.
Yep.
So they're doing that. Then Benji needs to address it and say, this is a problem, I'm going to address it. But he doesn't. He does not have the foresight or the capability to fix this team, and he should fuck off. I'd give him, you can't sack him now. I'd give him 6 weeks. If there is not improvement in that, he's got to go.
So
that's my rant.
From that press conference, you know what I got from it?
That they accept being crap. Yes.
They accept fade outs.
Yes.
Because they're tired.
Yes.
And we accept that we're not an 80-minute football team.
That's exactly what he said. Of just incompetent fools. Like, you'd love to work at the Tigers because they clearly have no benchmarks you need to meet.
Well, you'd fit in there because you're incompetent, so...
That's just really hurtful. Why are you lashing out today?
Just because you're so angry and I just want to add to it.
Yeah. We'll see anger in a minute. Fucking anyway. On that note, I don't even want to listen to what Dave has to say about the game, so we'll move on. But Matt Burton, I thought his first half, when he was put in the centres, I thought he was exceptional in the centres.
Right.
But then they put him back to 5'8", so I think it unsettled him. He's not... It's funny, and I've written something about it, because they had to make a change because Bronson Cherry got injured.
Yep.
So they put Burton in the centres. I thought attack-wise, they looked far better with Burton in the centres and Bailey, Haywood and Galvin in the halves, Crichton and Burton in the centres. I thought that was exceptional. They were playing quite well. But what they didn't have then was a kicking game.
Yeah.
So then in the second half, they had to put Burton back at 5'8". So basically what they're admitting is they have a halfback who can't kick.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
That's what they've done.
When I say that, so Lockie Galvin is a halfback, and he said,
I'm sick of bagging Galvin.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bag. I'm not bagging him. Well,
Genital warts.
But he didn't kick well. Like, so they had to put Burton. They had to actually make an adjustment to put the 5'8" back, so he could kick the ball. That's ridiculous.
I don't understand the Dogs, right?
Yeah.
They had a team at the start of the year that had really good balance. All right.
Very strong team.
Their forwards were running over the top of people.
Yep.
Their backs were playing really well.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely agree.
Now they're a team with zero balance. They've got no attack. Their spine is shot to shit. There's absolutely no reason. There was no reason for them to tinker with that side when they had a team that could run deep into the finals. I don't know if they were good enough to win it.
I think they were. I think they were good in this climate. With that team, they were.
So the way that I think about it is, let's say I'm a first grade rugby league player, right, and the halfback just got punted, and the hooker just got punted, right. Usually your hooker, your halfback, your 5'8", and your fullback are your most important players in the team.
Yeah, your spine, right?
So I just wonder what that did psychologically for the rest of the team to know that they're so expendable.
Yeah, I think it would mess with
them. And I reckon it destabilised the whole team.
And Mick Ennis is saying, "Oh, that's great play by Galvin. He's running the ball. He's looking great." And then he just cost his team a 7th tackle set.
Yeah,
it wasn't a good play. He ran sideways, and it's like that positivity just again to pump someone up.
Politics.
Hey, just call it for what it is, because he will not bag anyone out. And it's like, mate, you're on a show, you're commentating a game.
And you're embarrassing yourself.
It was really bad.
Agreed.
And I really like him, but don't do that. Be better. Like, call the game for how it is.
Be honest.
Be honest. Just try it. It was bad.
One of his kicks went backwards.
Yeah, I know.
I was giggling.
Oh, mate, it was bad. There was a 90-metre try scored by Mitchell Moses by running from dummy half.
Yes.
That shows you all you need to see about this game and how bad Newcastle are. I
know that was that's not the type of football I like to watch, right?
No, it's not.
But it was fun.
It was fun to watch.
Especially when you got a multi swinging on it.
Oh, mate, it was great to watch for that very reason.
Penasuni couldn't catch a cold.
No, he's the one I needed to score.
And I needed him to score. He got a penalty. I needed him to score as well. So
it shows you, though, how bad Newcastle are in their forwards, that so many of the tries went through the middle. So the front rower for Paris scored. Then the second rowers scored. Both hookers scored.
Lomax didn't get one.
Didn't get one. Fast Car. This is the best. Like, every time Addo Carr scores a try, Paris Stadium plays Tracy
Chapman.
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Yeah.
I love it. It's awesome. He scored a very good try.
There's only probably 6 songs in the world I know, and that's one of them.
He scored a very good try, an individual chip and chase. I thought he was outstanding.
The teams that have gone home, gone to Mad Monday.
I came up with this idea during the week, and I said to Dave, we need to add something to it. So we said, let's review the bottom teams. And I think Dave was a bit against it, but I convinced him. Dave?
You're full of shit.
So, look,
listen.
No, this is shit. This is a shit like you are, right?
Yeah.
We're going to review the bottom 4. And then again, let's review the bottom 5.
Because I want to even it up next week.
No, because you want to throw in the Tigers.
Okay. Well, no, it wasn't actually a nasty. I am a nasty piece of work, but not for that.
So,
I can't believe you do nothing,
no, nothing.
right? And apart from star,
No, yeah, I do nothing.
you are the talent. And then I come up with an idea and fucking hell. This is why we can't have nice things, Jason.
This is my concept, so let's get into it.
My tip from last week got caught up and came home like a bat out of hell, but came second. So that was Lady Sheridan. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, what was the pain?
Oh, mate, it was $1.75. I don't even think you need to talk about that.
Why? Listen, don't tip $1.75 horses. It just is pointless.
You know what he tipped me? This is commitment issues. You know that Vista...
The assistant.
Yeah, that thing. $1.65 he tipped me to put on the potty, and I went, mate, I'm not doing that.
Mate,
seriously.
He's got a problem, mate.
He goes, it's free money. He wants to come on and take you on.
About what?
About punting and
He wants to, as in, take me on how?
like have a
Like physical?
verbal stoush. Not a physical one. He's a ladies' man.
I've got dad strength.
You just sit on him.
Belichick's not the answer, but let's go into it. I've got to add a few things here because people will. I just find it so funny. So
I do not.
The Giants drafted a guy named Saquon Barkley, who is a running back. Who is a freak of nature. He does things.
I'm going to go home.
That make that you have to see. He hurdled a group of people on the field backwards last year. It was amazing. So he wanted a bit more money, and he went to the Giants and said last year, pay me a bit more money. I want to stay here. And they said, I'll go and test the open market. We're not going to sign you. So he didn't. He left the Giants. He went to their rivals, Philadelphia. He rushed for close to 2,000 yards.
Got a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl. He was amazing. He was the best player in the NFL last year. He was phenomenal. So they got rid of him.
Because no one would pay him.
Because
no one would pay him.
The Eagles got him. So the Giants had this phenomenal talent, and they got rid of him. Mm-hmm. The Giants had a quarterback named Daniel Jones, who was terrible last year.
Yep. What did he do this week?
They got rid of him, and he went to the Indianapolis Colts.
And lit
And he
up.
played like Joe Montana in his prime. He rushed for 2 touchdowns. He threw for a touchdown. He was unstoppable.
He had 108 quarterback rating.
Which
Our bloke had a 52.
That's off the charts. To compare the Giants to anyone, compare them to
I
the West
did not
Tigers.
take joy in your... I
Compare
do
them
not
to the
take
West
joy
Tigers.
in your West Tigers rant.
Because
And
the
you
Giants-
tee off on me.
The Giants are the West Tigers.
Mate,
of the
you
NFL.
are the worst human
They
being
are
I
so
know.
bad.
How could you
They
do that?
are
I let you go.
so
I didn't. No,
I had to give the listeners the
You're a
the
low bloke.
background.
You
The
didn't
background
have to
is
do that.
That this is an organisation so poorly run and so bad that they are stuffed for like years to come, and it's so funny. So
It is not if you're following them.
you should see people, if you want to have a laugh, get on YouTube and watch people tee off about the Giants.
Oh, I've been watching it on YouTube. Mate, it's so good.
Oh, mate. Oh, it's so good to see. Yeah, anyway. So that's me. And I know they're favourites, but people don't realise favourites in the NFL, unless you're playing the Giants, it doesn't mean a thing.
Listen, don't
Yes.
start, all right? We're not, just don't, okay? It hurt my feelings last week, and I sat here and listened to you crap on about how bad the Tigers were and never said a word, and then you smashed me over the Giants. Inappropriate, unnecessary.
No, that was necessary because I still haven't forgiven you for the Tigers Cowboys. I haven't forgiven you.
Best day ever.
Yeah, see, that's why you're even smiling when I mention it.
Early
see,
crow.
that's why
and you tried to do it on the weekend.
I try every time they play the Sharks. I hate you. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking
So what
of,
was his multi?
There was. He had the Cowboys to win, which they did in who did they beat again, Dave?
Giants.
In extra time.
67-yard field goal. Anyway,
In extra time, and then he had the
fell on our
Ravens.
dicks just like the Tigers do.
So he had the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Bills, and Eagles all to win. And I think the only game that was really hard there, obviously the Cowboys in extra time, but the Eagles made hard work of it against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got Big Jazz again. He goes...
The gay lover. People are disappointed we stopped calling him the gay lover, so I have to bring it back.
I think it's fair enough. I think after a few beers, he may well be. Yep. I know I gave you two shit blokes a lot of praise offline last week for a fantastic episode last week, and I stand by it, even though I didn't get the expected abuse back, which is really disappointing. Where the hell is Dave's random story time, and what can Jace rant about now that the Tigers are in Bali? I'll show you what I can rant about. I do like his comments.
To be honest with you, we didn't abuse him because it's like punching a retarded kid. So,
shit. Wow. It just escalated really quickly.
No, but you can't just give it to the bloke full time.
Yeah, I know, but he was really nice about what he said.
I know, but we don't like nice. We don't respond to...
I can't believe you went there. All right, that's just rough.
Are you allowed to say the R word?
Well, we just did.
Okay.
The Dogs versus Panthers, 80,000 people will be at this game.
What day is this game on?
Sunday.
All right. Well, didn't you call me an idiot for saying it was on Saturday?
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
Did.
And then said,
I called you that just because you are.
Just for breathing.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So you said, we'll get tickets, we'll go to this game, and then
It was on Saturday when I said that. Now
yeah, but then you
Sunday.
didn't say, oh, it's on Sunday, we're not going.
Will you ring my wife and tell her I'm not allowed to go away with her?
Well, it's not up to me to manage your social affairs.
It's up to her. She did.
It's just disgusting. You didn't tell anyone we weren't going. Jess is going to find out listening to the podcast.
I think he's been called far worse during this podcast.
I said it's like. I didn't say he was, you dickhead.
He has far bigger things to be angry about.
I don't want him to bash me. I'm only little.
So, yeah. So, can we back to the game?
Listen to the word. It's like, not he is. All right? Calm down. Seriously.
Stilly Tupanua is a fantastic footballer for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Mate, he will give you the best fight. He's like a 45-year-old.
You just got to weather that 5-minute storm and then he's cooked.
He's like a 45-year-old married man having sex. He'll give us a short spurt and then he's out.
I don't know about 5 minutes. What is he?
I said a short spurt, right? That's cuddling included.
Yeah,
but
that's walking up the stairs and taking your clothes off.
So he was, but he comes on and he just tears it up for 5 minutes, and then he's just like, all right,
you got to get me off. I'm cooked.
At the end goes up and he's done. It's like, holy crap.
Well, I think with him, the Roosters don't get rid of good players.
Oh, no, they don't. They definitely don't. But I still think, if you weather that storm for 5 minutes, you've done well.
Mulatalo, the carry-on that he carries on when he scored his tries. Like, I could have scored those tries, right?
Yeah, so he had 4 errors and 5 missed tackles, and he carries on like he's Andrew Johnson.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, so I've written here, I know he scored 2 tries, but he had 4 errors and 5 missed tackles. He only made 8 tackles. So
he missed a third of every tackle.
That's right. He's running at 33.3% of his tackles.
Can I say too, Toby Rudolph, he's the best personality you'll see in rugby league. He is outstanding to listen to when he's interviewed. I love the bloke.
Okay.
I don't know, you have a different opinion.
No, I don't. I just
saw him on Channel 9. He was great when he said, because Paul Gallen's on Channel 9, he comes up and says, I thought you might have a forward on here that you can actually understand. So, he takes the piss out of everyone, but he's just a natural at it. He's a great personality, and I think it's fantastic for the game. Great to see him score a try. I think he's a very good footballer too, and he's got a lot of resilience. Like, he was dropped, he was brought back, he's in and out. And then he scores a try when it matters. And I think, good on him. He really is a great personality for this game. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Good to see. I don't know. I mean, loyalty's one thing, but then...
Money's another.
Money's another, but I think he'll be...
Well, that's why you hang out with me, because I'm the only bloke I can afford to.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm the most hurtful comments in my life.
For those wondering, when I went overseas with Dave to watch NFL and have the greatest trip of all time over a 2-week period. We were sledging each other one day, and
you went too far.
And I simply said to Dave, the only reason you're sitting here is because you're the only person I know that can afford to. And he's still hurt by that. But don't you act the victim. You have said some horrible things to me over time.
Which I won't be repeating here.
So Dolphins. All right, well, let's move on.
Listen, just on something. I am a bit upset.
Oh, God.
You said we were going to have a live audience this week.
I know, she didn't want to come.
And she brushed us.
She did.
So I'm a little upset. We're going to have
on children,
yes.
One, I do have to say happy birthday to my oldest, Brooke, for last week.
Happy birthday, Brookie.
She's dear. But tomorrow, my youngest turns 18. So
it's
happy
crazy,
birthday, Loz.
Happy birthday, Lozzie.
Yeah, so God help us all. Got an 18-year-old. That's not frightening at all. All right.
When's the wedding?
You're a shit human. You are the lowest person.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed.
Let's go into you go your rant. There is an issue that I find being married, right, when you're watching the footy.
Right.
Why does your wife wait until the second half of a major semi-final to want to talk about the big issues in life? Like, do you know when they come up to you and you're watching the footy and they go, look, I've been thinking, and you know that this conversation won't end well. I just don't understand it. Like, we just missed half time. Like, couldn't you say in half time, I've been thinking? And then they just talk, and you're not listening, and you have to pretend you are.
Jason, do you think this podcast is marriage counselling?
I'm just venting, mate.
Right, that's okay. All right.
I'm venting because it's finals time, and they want to talk about this stuff, and I don't think they should.
Okay. Well, so what we're saying is that for all the wives out there, just bottle up your rage until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think so. I think that'll do.
All right. You heard it here first, ladies.
Yeah, ladies, just be mindful. Thank you.
Yep.
And I think that's it for that game.
Do you want to go through your life problems or?
No. I think I'm comfortable with that. It just was the thing when she comes up and she goes, I've been thinking. And any conversation
nothing good comes from that conversation.
It just means that you have when they say I've been thinking, it means that you have a problem. Yeah. As in like the person she's talking to.
Words never said by a man.
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
No guy says that. We don't think.
Not during the football anyway.
No. But, I've been thinking. It means that, one, either the next day I'm going to have 1,000 things to do, or two, I've done something wrong.
Yeah.
It's
usually two.
It's usually two. Yeah. And she's usually right. But just tell me after the game.
Okay. We'll put it in the highlights reel.
It's just something there to be mindful of.
Yes.
All right.
Appreciate your candid, Jace.
Let's move on to the Sunday game.
Oh, okay. I'm going to get a phone call from him.
The Sunday game was the Dogs 26, Panthers 46.
I don't even know what they're doing.
Do you think Serraldo believes his own hype? As I'm the greatest super coach coming through, I'm the new breed?
I agree. Well, there's plenty of people saying he's a genius, right?
And
Words never said to me.
Or me.
Yeah.
I say it to myself.
Well, someone's got to build you up.
That's right.
Sometimes you can believe your own hype. Now, I do think he will be a good coach at some point, but he's, 32, something like that?
No, he's older than that, surely.
Is he? Well, he should know better.
But that's what I mean. I think he believes his own hype about how good a coach he is. And that's what I think he's.
Well, I certainly think that Gould believes his own hype.
He's the most.
So if you got two of the most arrogant human beings on the planet,
no one pulling them up,
and no one saying this is the dumbest shit I've ever. And basically, they buy utility players and then form a team out of utility players.
And it worked against the average teams, but they come up against the good ones, and they've got two forwards on their bench, and they've got two utilities, and the forwards are just getting run over. Yeah. It backfired.
Well, the Sharks showed them how you got to play them.
Yeah.
And, and I think South did as well. South weren't... pretty ordinary from me.
Yeah, my multi actually got canned. I had the same game, which was I needed Ethan Strange to score.
Well, that's a win as far as I'm concerned.
So I got my money back, so I was happy with that. And I didn't do a multi, as we know. Let's go horse tips.
Horse tips.
How'd you go?
Okay, so my first one at Caulfield which was the race 8. I had another wheel. I'm pretty sure that donkey's still running.
I did see him still
I think
doing
they
laps.
Josh told me today that went straight down to the paddock. Karen Ma said, listen.
It was bad. And it's a good horse, but it was bad.
Well, it jumped last and it stayed there.
Consistency is what we're after.
That's what we're after. And then, at Randwick Race 8, the Dave and Jason Cup, I had Fangirl and you had Jace?
CO Wolf.
CO Wolf, and Fangirl beat it by a lip.
No. CO Wolf came third.
Oh, didn't it?
Yeah. Lindemann came
I
second.
thought your one. Anyway, so mine won, and I'm the greatest tipster in the world, and
And
it
what-
paid $2.60. So Jason will bag that because it's
So
low
no,
odds.
it paid $1.95.
No, when I backed it, it was $2.60.
$2.60.
Yeah.
So you can buy a can of Coke with that. That's good.
No,
Did well.
I had a good. Oh yeah.
Because LSU's captain is a linebacker. He's got some like far south name, like, you know, as they do, some weird name. And he's hard launched his relationship this week with the coach of Ole Miss's daughter.
Oh.
So Lane Kiffin's a coach, and he's hard launched the relationship with his daughter. So now the two teams are playing each other. And you talk about rivalries. So Ole Miss and LSU, they do not like each other.
So is that no? It's not Death Valley, LSU.
Yeah, LSU's Death Valley.
Is it at LSU?
I don't know where it's at, but
No.
I can tell you.
Sorry, you didn't do your research. I get it.
I know. I couldn't even remember his name. It's some weird name.
Okay.
But yeah, so that'll be a
He's a
cracker.
linebacker, so no one gives a shit. So. Anytime coats, and that's paying $24.75.
You'll need to send me that because I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, you can get the audio. I'll send it to you.
Just text me the bets, mate.
I'm not doing that. I'll give you the piece of paper.
Fine. God, you're a
Do
punish.
we have to have a domestic on there?
You're just a punish. Like, you make it hard.
I'll make everything hard. I don't know.
All right. The White Ant, terrible show, do better. Can't you tell the dog shot and elder abuse story? I've heard Dave's version. I want to hear the true story from Jason. Only reason I've stuck around so long to hear this story. All right.
This is a mate of mine.
This is a very, very
Thanks.
quick story.
Thanks, White Ant.
Dave and I went to the races one day at Rose Hill on Slipper Day, and we left a race before the end of the day. And as you walk out, if anyone's been to Rose Hill, there's a long footpath towards the exit. And we start walking, and there are these two groups who are just verbally giving it to each other until one of them starts to throw a punch, and then a few of them got in a bit of they'll throw on haymakers. Not
very well.
Not one of these punches hit. It was embarrassing. And these were young blokes. So Dave and I are just watching it unfold as everyone is. And no one's getting hurt, so no one's really intervening. And there's this older couple on the side. So I'm standing next to Dave, and all of a sudden, I'm just about to talk to him and say something like, let's get out of here or whatever. And he's not there. He's over to the right with this old couple trying to shield them from this brawl that's occurring. But as the brawl, though, then moved in, it actually knocked Dave off balance, who then proceeded to knock the two elderly people
I smashed both of them.
into the bushes.
Yeah, poor bastard. And his skin's like tissue
So
paper
this poor old bloke's all cut up.
from the rose garden.
His lovely wife is just a mess trying to pull her out of the rose bush.
Yeah.
All because Dave went over to the side to try and help, but instead of helping, he knocked two elderly people fair onto their ass.
Yep.
And then we left.
Well, and then I got it. Yes.
That's right.
Cokehead.
And then we start walking to leave after the brawl stopped, and we hear footsteps coming from behind. And this young kid flew past us 100 miles an hour, stopped dead in tracks, spun around, and just looked at us and go, "Did you blokes dog shot me?"
And I put my hands up like, I don't know, what are you doing? And Jason just laughed at him. He looked at Jason, pissed himself laughing.
It was the funniest thing.
And then he ran away to start a fight somewhere else.
I've done poos bigger than this bloke. And he was such a lightweight, and it was this too much cocaine. People can't handle their drugs or alcohol. This was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was.
It was quite funny. So that's where the dog shot story comes from. Dave trying to help people, but ends up bashing them.
Yeah, and so, keep me away from old people. They're my...
That's the comments for the week. In terms of comment of the week, I'm going to give it a wide ant because he actually asked about that story, which I still laugh talking about it. It's pretty
Awesome.
good. All right, let's.
The other thing that they were quite lucky was that William Martin didn't go in the bin because that's been a sim bin all year, second man in. So I don't really understand that ruling that Cleary was in the air.
The third man in. So there's two blokes are blowing. There's a third man comes in.
Okay.
You can't be blowing yourself and another one comes in.
I can. With my bipolar, it can happen. So if he's third man in, sorry, I apologise.
You should be. Yeah, go.
He should have went in the bin.
Yeah, he should have. Did you see Payne Huss? Obviously you did on the weekend. The guy was amazing. He got 183 metres. He put pressure on Cleary for that final field goal. He was the first one there.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's a front rower.
Just wants it so bad.
I think he's going to be absolutely devastating for him on Sunday. I really do.
Yeah, I think he'll go next level.
Yeah.
You know the thing I like about him? There's no bullshit with him. Like he's not trying to fight people. He's
off the field. He is
one of the biggest humans in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's stupid enough to say something to that bloke? I'm not.
Mate, the cops in Queensland, he shaped up to one. What, a little female copper too. He wanted to punch on with her. But no, he's not. You're right. He's no fuss. He gets the job done. I think that.
Well, that's what Nelson should be doing.
Yeah, but he's not smart enough.
If they get behind, they'll stick to their systems. There will be no panic. This will be a very good game of football.
How good is it that the Tigers sacked Madge Maguire? How good a decision does that look?
Obviously, he coached the New South Wales side to a Origin victory, and he's got a side that didn't make the 8 last year. Did they make the 8 last year?
It wasn't that. Yeah, they didn't.
Right, and he's a side that didn't make the 8 last year. He's now got them to a grand final. He hasn't changed a lot.
No.
He's a terrible coach. And, in true Tigers form, got rid of him. Bring on those young blokes and they'll smash everyone, as we just discussed.
Well, Mav guy's going to the Tigers, but anyway, you can send him to the Knights if you want to. They need him more.
Oh, he's going to the Tigers.
You said Knights, mate.
Sorry, buddy.
You're angry and you're short.
I'm not angry today.
You seem angry.
Last week I was angry, not this week.
It's carried over. I don't know. Just some sledges. Anyway.
I'm angry at you.
You're always angry at me. Can we move on to your shit team? Your debacle? Let's go.
Why is it a debacle?
Because I just hate them and don't like you.
Fair enough.
Because I was drunk. I remember watching it, but I was prepared. I was all over the Storm
Your
game.
alcoholism shouldn't be a way of entertaining the fans.
I had a good time. The missus and I had so much fun. If anyone's looking for a really good night out, go to Mr. Wong's. Oh, it's fantastic.
Drunkest human beings in Mr. Wong.
Oh, it was. Yeah. When I turned up to be let in, they don't have walk-ins. Everyone's their book solid. She goes, I don't think so. I said, look, if you want me to ask anyone to leave, I can. She laughed and said, just wait here.
She was then terrified that this drunken ape was...
The guy came and said, what would you like to drink? I said, I'll just have one of everything. It was a menace. It was great. It was so much fun. Anyway, that's it. So, yeah, that's it. I told you that I don't know if I did tell you that I had the talk with my daughter who's now 18 about, being 18 and...
I don't think we need to go into that, Jace.
But I did it drunk. and she was like... We can't have this conversation when you're drunk.
It was the only time you could do it.
And I said that same thing. It's the only time I can do it. I can't do this shit sober. So my wife and I, who was also drunk, were talking to her drunk. And the next morning to look at the look of... It was like pity on my daughter's face.
Is it true that she wouldn't make eye contact with you?
It was true. It was such a bad conversation. Anyway. Asked Dave to tell the shoulder story.
The shoulder story, okay. Before, when my beautiful wife first met me, it was a bit of rough around the edges there, Jace. A bit of a loose unit. Let's just say I was a project.
You still are.
Still are. I'm getting better, right?
Go.
So Josh was playing rugby league, say 9 or 10, right? And he was having a bad game. He missed 1,000 tackles and all that sort of stuff.
It sounds about right.
It's not something that I would do now, let's just say. But back then, loose unit. So they've just scored a try. Someone's run over the top of him, right? And I've walked around the back of the goalpost where they're all crowded getting a drink of water because they're all thirsty. And I yelled out to Josh and said, "What's wrong with your shoulder?" And he goes, "Nothing." I said, "Well, use the fucking thing." So anyway.
Parenting back then was so different.
It was, right? So then they kick off, right? He's sprinting up out of the line. He's literally annihilated this kid. The kid's gone off. They've carried the kid off. He's killed him, right? He's looked around at me with the biggest smile on his face. I was proud, right? But, yeah, parenting wasn't my strong suit back then at all.
That's what parents did, mate, back then. It's not bullying, it's character building.
Well,
that's how it is.
And now they'd have the ground manager
would,
escorting me
mate.
into the car park.
They would.
So that's the shoulder story. So,
I do like
and
this.
now I train under 15 girls and doesn't say boo.
I've seen your training and it's borderline abuse.
I've got a little present for you today.
So Dave has gone all technical on us.
We have. Now I've got to find it.
So, and he's gone back to last week's show to get clippets to play to see if any of our predictions
I'm a
were right.
professional podcast person.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I put this together.
When did you put it together, Dave?
This afternoon when I was whinging. I didn't have we didn't have time to do anything, but found time. All right. Well, this is the predictions from last week.
Storm, Brisbane. Who's your pick?
I like Brisbane. I really do like them.
Yeah.
I think they're $2.15.
That's a tick
Crazy.
for Dave. They can't understand the odds.
They're even money for me. They're $2 each or $1.90 each.
It's crazy.
$2.50. I'll be taking the Broncos all day.
Did you see Payne Huss? Obviously, you did on the weekend. The guy was amazing. He got 183 metres. He put pressure on Cleary for that final field goal. He was the first one there.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's a front rower.
Just wants it so bad.
I think he's going to be absolutely devastating for him on Sunday. I really do.
Yeah, I think he'll go next level.
Yeah.
And the mistake machine.
You were going to take Will Warbrick?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, there you go. I think that the Storm might struggle with the attack. I think of Brisbane. It comes at you from everywhere. I thought Trent Lahiro will cost them in the grand final if he plays like he did on Friday night. He was error-riddled, ill-disciplined, was poor, and I think that can be very costly in a big game, which we will find out on Sunday.
Yep.
And he's been doing that a few times this year, so he needs to really get his head out of his arse in the game, because they also could have cost him against the Sharks, but it didn't. So, yeah, I thought that was good. I thought...
it really comes down to Walsh. So Nostradamus, is that what's happening here?
People listening must think we have a time machine and that we actually went back, watched the game, and then just travelled back in. And because those predictions are frightening.
Frighteningly good.
So I think that Brisbane's fitness is the reason they won. I think Madge he smashed them, and it showed towards the end of the year. And they can whinge all they want. And I hope that the Tigers that sat and played through Madge that whinged look at this and go, what could have been? Mate, they would not have made any grand finals. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he would have got you the fittest you've ever been, playing the best football you've ever played. And a classic example of that is your mate Ryan Madison,
who
played his best football under Madge, was fitter than he's ever been, played Origin, and goes to Parramatta, and he's now homeless.
What an awful coach he is.
He's Ryan Madison doesn't even have a team that wants him anymore.
No.
Okay, so say what you want about Madge, and people whinged about how hard he trained them, etc. But you either want to bet a first grade football player or you don't.
Well, it just tells you how bad the Tigers organisation is as a whole.
Yep.
They wouldn't back him.
Nope.
So
you back the players and ordinary players at that.
And you can't have the tail wagging the dog. But anyway, we've had that discussion.
Yeah, apparently I had a bit of a rant about it. So anyway, we'll move on.
We did.
This is very hard because it is so even, the comp.
Agreed.
So I've gone Broncos, Panthers, Warriors, top 4, and then I've gone the Roosters, the Eels, the Rabbits, and I've thrown the Tigers in there for the top 8.
You're an idiot.
I know. And I've gone the Spoon.
You're out of your mind.
The Spoon, the Titans.
Okay.
Any of this can change.
Yeah. I'll be
Because-
we're recording this, so I'll bring this
but
back
it
to you.
can. Anything
We'll play
can
it at the
change.
start of the year.
Injuries, like if Cleary goes down or Moses goes down or Teddy gets injured for the Roosters. Like
So you don't think that the Roosters will make the 8?
Yeah, I do. I said that.
Did you Storm in? Is the Sharks in there?
I don't have the Storm in there, but that's...
You don't have the Storm or the Sharks in there?
No.
Okay. So I've got my top 4 for next year is Brisbane.
I said it was really hard.
No, I agree. You left Canberra out as well.
I don't think they're going to make the 8.
Okay.
I've changed my tact on that too. I just don't think they will.
Okay. Well, mate, it's your opinion. It's fine. At the end of next year, I'll bring this up.
Just
If we're still going, we mightn't be.
Can I actually change that? Because I didn't realise I put the Storm and left them out because they were always there. So, yeah, I'll put the Storm in there and I'll take out...
The Eels. No, the Tigers.
Yeah, I'll take out the Tigers.
Fucking hell. What a flea this bloke is. That's hilarious. You put the Tigers in. You're an idiot.
Oh.
So I've got...
And I even think the Dragons are a chance to make it because I think Atkinson will bring them a lot.
Don't rub salt in the wound.
He will.
Still filthy.
He will, though.
Yeah.
And I think that...
and he's a great coach.
Yeah, and I think that the... he's not. I don't like... No, you're wrong.
Okay.
He'll pick his son week in, week out. I think the Knights...
His son got picked in the Prime Minister's 11.
Oh, mate, seriously, so did I.
Talakai,
Yeah.
right? He dominated one game against Manly a week before they were picking the State of Origin side.
Yeah,
Put him
Brad-
on the bench,
Yeah.
dropped the ball on the one. Right? I
Yeah.
whinged about it last week.
Yeah, Brad Parker, he lit up for a half of football, just destroyed
Poor
him.
bastard.
Yeah,
Right.
destroyed Brad Parker.
Still wakes up in the middle of the night.
Screaming Talakai.
Because they continue to pick those flashy players. And New South Wales needs to clean it out like they did with Madge. And I was really disappointed when Madge resigned to go to the Broncos.
Oh,
What a terrible decision that was, Madge. They need to bring in new people who understand. Mate, even if they get a few Queenslanders to come in there and tell us the secrets. I don't know what
they're not going to tell us.
They've got to do
secrets,
something
mate.
because the current group has absolutely no idea.
Can you imagine a Queenslander coming in to tell us?
Oh, they kill him.
They would absolutely.
Yeah, they get murdered.
If you're going to have a multi, have it on Friday, NFL game. Okay, you're going to look at the same game multi, touchdown scorers. You want Christian McCaffrey and Puka. Puka Nakua.
You got
wide
it.
receiver, as well as Kyron Williams. So 3-player multi, Kyron Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Puka Nukaka at 550. They're going to have to pay overs, and they're going to have to pay overs for average players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think...
Ray's off contract on the Stoney's off. He might go to Perth.
mate, why wouldn't you?
That's the sort of play you'll get. You'll get players that are
But they're gonna
fringe first graders. And I'm not saying he's a fringe first
but
grader,
but he is.
he will be next year.
And they're going to be paying him $500,000 to go there.
Yeah.
So...
Well, why would you uproot your family and then travel 6 hours by plane to... It's like another country over there.
Yeah. It's a risk of failure. Because
We're working over there at the moment. Like, they are strange people over there. They're not... They're not like the East Coasters, I'm telling you. It's like another country.
They say the same thing about you.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Yeah. Well, I had to step my game up because you kept whinging. I was sick of whinging.
Yeah,
I've never been misrepresented so much in my life than on this podcast.
We'll be cutting that out.
Listen, mate.
Listen, mate, don't.
Misrepresented. We report the news. We're not Fox. It's not like handpicked. We just report the news. That's what we are. Okay? We can't be bought. You know, we can't be censored. All right? Unfortunately.
Honestly, you blokes are just a sack of potatoes. Seriously.
True. Correct.
We report what we see, mate. And I'm just glad you haven't tipped us something at $1.20. And let's see if any of these tip. I'll tell you what, if you get 2 out of 3 here, 2 out of 3, Even
Hang on.
2 out of 4.
If I get 1 on Thursday night, it's a fill-up. What are you talking about?
You get 2 out of 4. I'll give you some credit.
All right. We good, D?
2 out of 4.
Awesome.
Done.
All right, mate. Go back to your van.
Thanks
Go
for the call,
stalk
mate.
those kids.
And that's a wrap of Season 1 lowlights. Part of the 2 Ship Blokes Summer Sesh. Hours of editing, questionable humour, and way too much Jason. Thanks for listening, and remember, if you thought that was bad, wait till next season. And if you made it all the way through both parts, you're either a legend or you seriously need a life. Big thanks for sticking with us through a full season of chaos.